They are now unearthing wines from the beginning of our country, finding wines that are deep in the ocean that are still good. And there's an immortality to a good bottle of wine. You know, when the top critics started talking about this wine early on, they were talking about drink it in 50 years. I may not be around anymore, and my partners may not be around anymore, but the spirit and the hard work that went into that will still remain, and therein lies the immortality of wine.
The Mayacamas Mountains are a range that define the western edge of Napa Valley and the eastern of Sonoma County. I don't think the grapes care or know which side of the county that they're on. It is a Mayacamas mountain vineyard more than anything else.
Immortal it's in the middle of nowhere. It truly is. And what's so unique about it is that it's on these dramatic hillsides, and it's one of the most beautiful vineyards I've ever seen, but we don't have these multi-million-dollar chalets to go and drink the wine or winemaking facilities. It's just pure raw land.
The physical aspect of that location is as dramatic as the wines that come from it.
What I think really draws people, not just that work on the property, but that visit the property, is that this is a pure expression of farming. And it's an extreme expression of farming.
It is the hardest work you will do in the wine business.
Our vineyards are at 55-degree slopes. That makes everything more challenging, but what it allows for is that the fruit profiles to be very unique, because the berries and the vines have to struggle, and you get so much complexity out of the vineyard because nothing's easy for them.
This vineyard is definitely a challenge. I mean, I've had crews that don't want to work there, and they just leave or don't come back. It's pretty tough on the body.
Yo pienso que cuando ya me retire, que ya no pueda yo caminar, se va a terminar el trabajo.
I think one of the other unique things about the vineyard that makes us special is the people that work on it. I don't think a lot of vineyard workers or farmers stay in one place for their entire career. And Juan's been with us since he was 18 years old.
He is the memory of the place. Juan literally was involved in cutting the vineyard in.
This is his home away from home, and he treats it that way. And so, you know, if there's any questions, we ask him, and he has this sense of pride that you don't see probably from a lot of people that work around the valley.
This, for him, this isn't about marketing. This isn't about 100 points. This is his garden. He's tending his garden.
Through fires and through drought and disease, he knows it better than he knows probably anything else in his life.
Oh, bueno, pues es como, porque las viñas vienen siendo ahí que yo las he criado, las he mirado desde pequeñas. Pues sí, como parte de mi familia, pero...
So as the seeds ripen, the berries get tastier and tastier. It's our job as winemakers to choose when that point is at its tastiest, right, to make wine. And there's almost every year there's a point where you're walking through the vineyard and thinking, have I lost my sense of taste? This doesn't seem right. I don't understand. Why is this not? And then a few days later, the berries develop a little more, and you go, oh no, I didn't lose anything. It just wasn't there yet. And now the berries are ready to go. Wine we have one time every year to make that choice. So how many vintages have I had with that? Well, we're now on 16. It's 16 times to try to understand that place, to see how the vines are responding to not just what you've done, but what Mother Nature did that year.
Milos is one of the most intelligent winemakers I've ever met.
He's incredibly brilliant on the viticultural and the plant pathology side as well. And to listen to him talk about the biology of the plants and the chemistry of the wine, and you realize that it's not just throwing fruit into a barrel, there is an absolute art and science behind it, and he seems to be the best at what he does.
Timothy had seen the potential of this vineyard in 2003, and he knew what it could become. It's one thing to be a one-hit wonder and get a great score, and then you don't. But when you look at our vineyard, it is consistently getting great scores. And that's very, very hard to do, and it actually speaks to the land. And I think what Immortal is so amazing about is that the vineyard is so special that it's really our job not to screw it up. That's our job.
Every year is an opportunity to do it better, and it's the opportunity to apply everything that I have learned in my entire career, every last piece of knowledge to make that thing better. So for me, the greatest vintage is the one I've yet to make, always.
No, la verdad no tomo yo vino. No.